Hello, world. Where's my mobile? We were going to use that, weren't we?
Where's the mobile? Mike is looking for his mobile. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Is there anyone here?
I'm not too sure if anyone is there. We've not done a live for a while, so we decided to do one. Plus, the video I was supposed to post yesterday, we've not finished editing it. So,
Nope.
Here we are. I'm not too sure if anyone. Oh, there are 9 people here. Come on.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
So we are just setting up, and yeah. Hello.
But why can I not? It is going live from your channel, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, hold on.
See?
I need to find your channel. Oh, you've already opened it.
Yeah.
Oof.
So
Hi.
yeah. So I have my phone here, and we're going to use my phone to actually go through your messages, and yeah. So how is everyone doing? What day is today? Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
We are actually in isolation because my daughter got tested positive to COVID. So I've not gone to the gym for a week. Yeah, I know. I'm like, gym time.
No. Terrible.
Come on, you're enjoying the gym as well.
To an extent. It was nice to get a bit of exercise, but my ass is recovering at the moment.
What happened to your ass?
Gym.
The gym. Yeah, Mikey is trying to do some squats to get that.
I don't feel like I need it, to be honest. I just want to get some abs. That's it. I don't really. Yeah. I don't mind. I'm just growing out my hair and getting ready for my earrings to be ready.
All right. Hi, Richard. Hello. I love you both.
What was that voice?
I don't know.
I love you both.
I love you both. Okay, Mike will be in charge
Are you getting sound feedback on how the sound is?
No, because I turned it off. I used to, but I turned it off.
Okay.
But I think the sound is
Does
fine.
it seem blurry to you?
I don't know. It's very difficult doing a live because all our gadgets seem to be like it's from the 1980s.
Well, my AirPods aren't. Let me see how the sound is.
Well, if we're not speaking, then we don't know what the sound is like.
Oh, no, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's all right. So yeah, so we're doing a quick live today just to spend a few minutes.
Where are the comments? I can't see them. Anyway, I'll use yours.
I don't know why can't you see it.
No, I don't know.
Oh. Anyway, so we're just deciding to do a little bit of live today. The reason is because I have not been able to finish editing the video that I was supposed to post yesterday. It has been a very busy, crazy week for a lot of reasons. And I think because my website is live as well, that is more things for me to do. So yeah, it's like 24/7 I'm busy. So I've not been able to finish the video that was supposed to be posted yesterday. So we decided to go live instead, because that will get video out and we get to spend time with you guys.
Yeah. Kill 2 birds.
Birds.
I'm tired. Kill 2 birds in one stone.
So we do a quick catch up, and if we have time, we just mess around and play a bit of game or something like that. What do you say?
Yeah, we can do games.
Yeah.
Never knew you did. We've done a few lives in the past year, I think.
Yeah, we did a few lives last year, but the last one we did was the one with the kids, and that was a mess up. Like, it was so disorganized. After that, we've not done any. Also, the camera we're using is never good enough for a live.
Yeah, hopefully this one's okay, but it's not very saturated in color, so it's a bit of a dull looking. We don't know how to change the settings. I feel very old struggling with this kind of stuff, but it is what it is. Yeah.
Very soon we are going to figure out how to go live properly on YouTube. That is something we need to work at.
Yeah, at the moment we have my whole PC and set up like in the living room, and it's very messy, but it's the only way we could get it to work. We could have used my mobile, but
if we can get one of those nice cameras that is actually really good, I'm not too sure. Like, we need to figure it out anyway.
Yeah.
So what are people saying? Do you want to read some comments? Do you want us to answer some questions or respond to stuff? What is going on?
Richard says he has had a rough week, so he's tuning in to cheer himself up. You posted a TikTok about not having a good week or having a rough week, or about watching us, or
yeah, I saw your TikTok as well, that you did a duet with one of my videos. Richard, I'm talking to you.
I mean, yeah, I feel old over tech issues because I don't feel like I'm supposed to be struggling with tech.
You are an old man now.
Yes.
You're over 25 now. How old are you?
I'm almost 26.
Oh, you be 26.
Yeah. Weird. Guys, I've been having quite a literal like midlife crisis recently. I don't want to make it negative or like sad or whatever, but yikes. Yeah. It's been quite a few months.
Yeah. It's Mikey is trying to refigure himself out. I think
usual.
Yeah, he's always doing that.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I will try and keep it positive. Unless you guys want to hear about midlife crises stuff, but I don't know if anyone's in their 20s here watching.
I think for me, for me, turning 30 was a big issue for me as well, because I enjoyed my 20s. I enjoyed being 20, and turning to that big 30 was really a big issue for me. Like, yeah, but I think I'm kind of used to it now. But surprise, surprise, very soon I'll be turning 40. Well, not for a while, but you get used to it though. I think the secret is set yourself a mission of where you want to be and where you want to see yourself. And if you focus on that mission, you focus on that and not focus on the time or how many years have passed by.
I don't know. Honestly, it's difficult to set any missions for me because I feel like I'm still coming to terms with myself in terms of having left the church and everything. Like, I've only in the last year, maybe, or in the last 6 months, realized the damage that my time in my church had on me, like how much it's influenced my way of thinking, and just how it's damaged my whole zest for life even. So I don't know, it's caused a lot of issues, and right now I'm kind of struggling to come to terms with the fact that it's just difficult to have the drive to kind of just care about anything besides Alex. Like, I'm happy with our relationship, but beyond that, I don't feel like I have the motivation or the sort of drive to go in any particular direction. It's just I feel really lost, and I just don't know where to start with things. And it seems impossible. Not impossible. It just seems very tricky to work out how to make money. Like, beyond OF, it's kind of resource intensive to establish any kind of business sense.
I think we are all business minded as well, and I think that is not helping you that much because
Who's business minded?
both of us.
But you're business minded. I'm not. Like,
Well,
I've got aspirations, but
yeah, but you have your Diniso that you're working on, and you want to make that a thing, and you don't like to work for someone. So that is you being business minded.
I don't want to work for someone. I am entrepreneurial in lots of ways, but I feel like I was, especially when I was younger. I used to go around school selling like little figurines that I turned into key rings that I handmade from scratch. And I somehow managed to sell quite a lot of those and at least make a profit on the materials. The time it took to make them is a bit of a different case, but I was quite good at making money when I was younger. But
now
yeah.
you're not making money because you want to work for yourself and you don't want to work for someone else.
Yeah, but I was working for myself when I was younger.
Yeah, but now
I mean, again, yeah, I worked for the church a lot, but over the years, it just kind of they beat it out of me that they kind of beat out the whole ambitions for fame and money and stuff because none of it mattered ever, and we were just on a pilgrimage through life to get to Jesus. And stuff.
Yeah. Your childhood growing up, I think you're in a nice big bubble,
and it was a bubble. Yeah, I never really had to think about money. I came up with the sort of entrepreneurial sides of me out of fun kind of, and I enjoyed it, but right now I'm just really struggling to kind of work out where to go, because I'm thinking of doing animations that I will post on TikTok, and I thought they would kind of do better. I haven't posted much even on my Dinisaur account, but yeah, but I'm thinking but why not instead just start selling key rings and earrings again instead, maybe. But I don't know what people want. That's the thing.
Hello, Crazy. Is this Crazy Cat? Crazy TV. That must be Crazy Cat, right?
Maybe it looks like it's spelled in the same way.
Yeah, it's only one person that spells crazy like that, and that is Crazy Cat. Hello, Crazy Cat.
Hey.
All right, so let's try and get people involved a bit more and stop talking a bit too much about Mikey's and his mental struggles.
It's not just mental struggles. I'm sure other people have had similar or are going through similar stuff, but
yep, it's Crazy Cat. Hello, we need to book a photo shoot. That is coming soon. We'll talk about that personally.
Amanda Weed. Do
you remember?
I remember an Amanda, not necessarily the weed part, but, but I do remember an Amanda in the comments.
Charlie said they love your long.
I don't know what I feel about my long hair. It's
it does that all the time.
Yeah, it's long. I'm thinking of growing it out and becoming some sort of lord.
What?
with two pet cats. I don't know. I really want cats, really badly. So as soon as I'm rich, getting 2 cats, maybe more.
Hello, you take charge. I'm a bit slow at reading people's names, so I'm just gonna focus on the camera and flex a bit when I can.
Bennyson says, "What's the tea?" The tea is
we have no tea.
The tea is Alex is working on his Club 7 menswear business, and I am
working on stuff.
Yeah. I'm slowly chipping away at my animation studio. That's what I'd like to do. Animation studio, and at some point I want to get back into children's books as well.
Maybe you should write another children's book.
Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should write something simple. Keep it simple.
Focus on your Denise, so I think that is better.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to really.
Mike, what is going on?
Looks nice and cozy. Yeah, it is cozy.
Someone is saying something about Club 7. It says it should be called Club 10 because you are the 10th child.
Oh, well, maybe if it was
good
mine.
idea, but it's not Mikey's brand. is my brand. So the underwear brand is called Club 7, and that is my brand. That is my underwear brand. And I think we've talked about why we called it Club 7 before. The club is because it's like, underwear club, men's underwear club kind of stuff. And the 7 because I love number 7, and 7th of October is my birthday. So that is why it's called Club 7. So the underwear brand is called Club 7 Menswear. Today is not the day we should be talking too much about it. So if you want to check it out, please just Google Club 7 Menswear and have a nosy, or buy a thing or two.
I don't quite get these comments from from I can't read it. It's not really a proper name, but
Boys,
I mean, if you don't think my hair is nice long, then fair enough. But I'm choosing to grow it longer because I want to try it out, just as I shaved it, and I think everyone should be allowed to experiment with their appearance.
yeah.
Also,
I need to do something with mine as well, and I'm planning something for it. I'm going to have a transformation video where I transform from this to something a bit more fly.
Yeah. And the obsession with cats, why not? Lots of people have different obsessions and love different things. I love cats.
Yeah.
They make me happy, honestly. Like, it's weird. It's like, why should you have to explain something that makes you happy? If it makes you happy and it doesn't hurt anyone, go for it. And actually, it's very unhealthy to then kind of restrain it and be less of yourself just because other people find it weird,
Well, who is that? What is that? Is that brand saying make an art illustration book? What is that? Is that like a comic book?
Make an art illustration book, as in like a coloring book, or a book just of different illustrations that I've done. Because I could do that, I guess, but yeah, I could do. I don't know if I'm really have a big enough platform to like. Because normally art books, people like to buy art books from like more well-known artists who have like a particular style. I don't really have a very set style at the moment, but possibly in the future I could do.
So I'm saying Alex does 99% of the work on this channel. Well, that's why it's called Alex Geddes channel. Is my channel.
Yeah, we've had a period where it was like a couple channel, but
yeah, we had a period where it was called Alex and Mikey's channel, but we decided to take it back to my channel because I am in charge, and it keeps it a bit more focused. And plus, we had a lot of videos that was filmed when it was just Alex Gede, and we realized when we changed to Alex and Mikey, or our channel wasn't performing that well. It was taking too long for YouTube to change stuff, so we just decided to go back to the Alex Gede. But anything that is mine is Mikey's. We don't really care whose name is there. We just work together, work as a team, because there's no I in a team, or there's no Alex in a team. Although there's A.
Oh yeah.
And there's M. So
yeah. But I think well, yeah, Alex does a lot of work for his channel, obviously, because it's his channel and he's the driving force behind that. But I think you're misunderstanding the amount of work I do behind the scenes for Alex, actually. So maybe stop hating on someone and something you don't know much about, perhaps. Unless you do know something about this that you don't seem to be letting on. But yeah, anyway, I do a lot of work for Alex. I do his thumbnails. I do his graphics for his brand. I do lots of other things. Anytime he needs it, I'll edit pictures as well. So I think often I sell myself short. And
you always do.
Yeah, and that's as a result of how I've been brought up in my church, to be like sort of low and timid and stuff. And now that I don't have my church, it's left a bit of a weird hole. And yeah, of course, I don't sell myself very highly a lot of the time, but I can recognize that I'm talented at what I do, and I don't think people see that very often.
No,
So,
I see that.
Yeah.
All right. What else can we look at?
Bum, 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 bum. People always ask when we're getting married. We never know. It's hard to tell exactly. You don't really want to get, like, we're already in a relationship and doing well like that. So the marriage is more of a
ceremonial act.
Yeah, but obviously we don't want to do that until we can really afford it. Otherwise, it's
Yeah, we can't afford it.
Yeah, for now we can't.
I think that's the major reason though why we are not married, because we can't afford it.
I know, yeah, we'd probably get married by now.
If we had the money, we could easily get married anytime. It's just because we need to move to a bigger place, we need to be more financially stable with our jobs, with our brands,
we wouldn't even need to move to a bigger place technically, but like it's just, I don't know, weddings are a lot of work, so I just feel like unless you're in a position to do it right, or do it the way you want to.
Yeah, because I don't want to do it and just do like something that is not significant, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. You want
because even when we go on dates, we have such an amazing time together. So if you want to get married, the experience should be more than just your normal day together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be something really special, and we need to wait for that very special thing.
But the wedding isn't the special thing, really. That to me, a wedding, a wedding is just like more of a public display of what you already have. It's just sealing the deal, but it's more on a public side, and for you to have your friends around to sort of celebrate what you've established together. Because I think love is special, and if you can find it with someone, it's nice.
Oh, talking about love, next month will be our 3rd year anniversary. Do you know that? I'm sure you remember.
Yeah, is it 3rd? Yeah, this year. Yeah. June 14th. Yeah. I know it's gonna be weird. 3 years. It's going really, really fast.
Yeah. Some married people don't last 3 years, so I think we've done very well.
Sorry? I was reading something.
All right, come on, read. Let's go through some of this stuff.
Yeah, it's just more negative stuff from this person who doesn't even have a proper name, unless it is.
All right, go on. We are having a life and we're spending time with everyone, so everyone contribute to have a nice conversation.
Oh yeah, Alex. I painted Alex's names.
Nails.
Nails.
Well, I was hiding it because actually the video we're supposed to post for this week was when Mikey was painting my nails and stuff like that.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just part of the video.
Yeah, so we did a video where we had like a nice cozy evening together, did nails, did a lot of other things.
Alex fell asleep. And
I fell asleep.
Yeah, he always falls asleep when I pamper him.
As soon as Mikey goes like this, I'm gone. I'm gone. Like literally, I'm gone.
Hello, new fan from New York City. Hey, that's cool. Hello, Roberto.
I would love to go to New York. Invite me, maybe me and Mikey, maybe, but mainly me.
I've been to New York actually already.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You should invite me.
But I've only been for like 2 days. It wasn't enough. New York's way too big to explore in 2 days. It wasn't even a full 2 days, but it was really nice. Hyde Park is it called Hyde Park? No, Central Park. Hyde Park's in London. Central Park is really nice. It's maybe like, I don't know, some people say it's overrated, but I think in a city it's really nice that they've prioritized a space to be devoted to green environment, and
it helps with keeping everywhere nice. Because I don't know if you just all city buildings, it gets a bit
Yeah.
overwhelming and like.
It's a really nice. It's a block of fresh air.
Yeah.
Pretty
But
literally.
I think both of us, we love trees and we love nature a bit more, so we would prefer somewhere that has even more park and garden and trees and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live in like a city apartment kind of place.
No, I think that is one good thing we have in common, because when we look at houses, we go like, oh no, that's into like,
Yeah. We have similar tastes. I'm struggling to read all these comments properly.
Oh, someone like my nails. I think they're actually going bad now, because they've been like 2-3 days.
Yeah, they don't always last. I know it's not the best sort of quality.
Well, someone is asking, how do you guys meet? What is that? Is that Jama? Is that how you say that?
Jama?
Jama? Anyway, we met online on a dating app, and the rest is history. To today.
Well, yeah, we met online and we quickly switched to Instagram from the dating app.
No, we went to mobile first for Instagram.
Yeah, actually, I think we did. Are you sure?
Yes, because you're like, oh, I would like to hear what you sound like.
Yeah, I'm the kind of person who wants to speak on, like, in voice as soon as we can when I talk to people, because I don't know, I just feel like you can establish their kind of tone better and how they are as a person.
And he liked my silly voice.
Not your silly voice. I thought you sounded French. And I was like,
oh, I am French.
Yeah. I like your voice. So that was a nice start.
Who is saying I do have screenshots?
It's the same person again. You have screenshots of what?
Okay, anyway, let's move on. How do you guys... Oh, the new... Is that on Disney? The new movie. That is from Amanda.
Cruella de Vil.
No, we've not.
Nah, we haven't seen it yet. You have to pay like £20 only for these.
I think so. I think most of the ones that come out on Disney, you have to pay on top of your monthly subscription to see them.
Yeah.
And we are too broke for stuff like that.
I mean, it would be different if we were paying like, I don't know how much. I haven't been to the cinema in so long.
If we're going to a cinema paying, I think cinema is like £14 per person in the UK.
Isn't it more like 9?
No, it's 14.
Okay. Well, anyway, the cinema is a bit of more of a like experience. If you're just watching it from home, I don't feel like they can justify £20.
Yeah. We watched a vampire movie. What was that called? The one with what is his name? Yeah, I can't remember.
Vampire film?
Yeah. Oh, and today we watched G.I. Joe again. I love G.I. Joe.
It was actually my first time watching it, but I did kind of doze off here and there.
Yeah, I can't believe you fall asleep to G.I. Joe. It's like one of the best movies of all times. Come on.
It was good, but I don't know. I was struggling to follow along a little bit. Thank you, Richard. You're very nice.
Oh, there's someone, John UK. I don't think I've seen you before on our channel. Welcome to our channel.
No, well, maybe actually I've seen a couple of Johns, I think, but not necessarily John UK with a picture of horses. I love you both. You are a beautiful couple. Thank you, Joe. John, sorry.
Oh, last one. Is that from the Time Kings? What is he saying?
Can I get a dating tips, please? My boyfriend dumped me and cheated on me.
Any tips?
Dating tips. I would say dating's a bit strange because, I mean, I was dating a guy like before Alex that I was really into, and I thought like
the person was into you.
Yeah, I thought he was into me too, and I was under the impression that it was going well, and then I went to work in Abu Dhabi for a month, and we were like video calling every night, and everything seemed good. But he had his own struggles, and but he was older than me, so I thought he was kind of a bit more
I see you
stable.
like older guys.
But anyway, yeah, and but he just kind of ghosted me when I got back to London. He just kind of disappeared, and then stopped responding and stuff, and it was a bit weird and out of the blue. But yeah,
Yeah, dating is complicated sometimes because if you're not communicating enough, then you don't really know what the other person is feeling. So that sometimes can be a struggle. But I think when the way you start it is very important. Like I've learned a lot from my relationship with Mikey because we started from a very good solid foundation where we developed a good friendship. And I think our friendship kind of developed really fast as well.
yeah,
So we developed a quick friendship and then decided, I really was like, I really like this. Let's take it a step further. Let's, be a thing. And because there was a good solid foundation in terms of our friendship, I think that kind of helped our relationship a lot. And I think that is why we've stayed together. Because I keep saying to people that if you have a fight with your best friend, you're not going to just stop speaking to that person. He's your
No.
best friend, you're going to sort it out. And even if you don't apologize, the next minute you're speaking as if that fight didn't happen. That is what,
I mean, you then talk about it, and
yeah,
it's over
best
again.
friends usually have a fight or two and they just, because they are friends, it happens. If you spend 247 with the same person, you're definitely going to have disagreement.
Yeah, they come up, but
Yeah.
as long as there is communication, you can get through anything. But I would say if someone ghosts you or
Cheated on you. Oh, let's talk about the cheating part then.
I would say if someone ghosts you though, or if something like if someone doesn't sort of seem to reciprocate an interest in you, I would say just don't take it on yourself in terms of like don't
It's
take
not
it.
you, it's them.
Well, no, like I think as long as you're trying to be a decent person, don't take it as a bad reflection on yourself. Like I think you'll know yourself if you're doing things wrong in general, because it's something that you will pick up on over time.
But I think if someone cheated on you, I think maybe find out why that happened. Maybe the person is just a terrible person and is not a responsible person, or there was a reason why, but there should not be any reason why you can't talk about it and find out what happened. And if you guys still love each other, then there's no reason why you can't not proceed because everyone makes mistakes. So again, coming back to that friendship situation, if your best friend does something wrong, like a mistake, you're not going to just dispose of that best friend because boom, one strike and you're out. So I think no matter what, there's nothing too little for you to not to walk out and move on as long as you have that maturity. Because I think we have more of this throwaway kind of society nowadays. That as soon as something is like what you don't like, you throw it away. I think we need to take some time to talk about things a bit more and look at ways you can move past that.
Also, I think like everyone's different in terms of what you feel like you can like tolerate and kind of take, but I feel like it's good to develop a bit of a thick skin to things like being ghosted or people maybe other people's like missteps in terms of how they like. I'm not saying you shouldn't tolerate anything like violent or anything like that, but for example, if someone's as long as you can sense that the other person's making an effort and that they want to make an effort, like I think it's good to sort of give a certain level of like sort of understanding both ways. So like you can kind of, because when two people like are trying to make a connection, the issues are gonna come up where there's a misunderstanding between your opinions and sort of the ways you think, and that's where the communication is important, because when you talk about it, you start to like kind of blend your thinking a bit, and you get a stronger connection because you've adapted your mindset a bit, and you've both kind of grown stronger, and a bit more mentally flexible.
I've blocked that guy because he's just been awful.
It might not be a guy; it could be a lady.
Yeah, whatever. But I've stopped.
What
the
were they
comments.
saying?
You can yeah, don't worry. It was being a racist as well. It was like not. When I was reading the text, it was like not a monkey reading the comments.
What?
When I was reading,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was like not a monkey reading the comments.
Well, I saw one where he's comparing you to a gorilla or something.
So I
don't know.
blocked it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, sorry,
The haters are the biggest fans, in all honesty. They really are. So people have issues, and they seem to enjoy taking them out onto other people. And yeah.
Yes, sorry, I interrupted.
Dear Lord, what a sad little life, Jane.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, let's just move on.
Yeah. So okay, dating and everything. It's difficult, but don't take it personally if it doesn't work out. It can actually sometimes take years. I would say if you've been trying a lot and it's stressing you out, take a break from it. You don't have to be out there dating, 24/7 or like, every week and throughout the year. Take breaks to reaffirm who you are as a person and to honestly, there was when I moved to London, I started like it feels a bit sort of cheesy or whatever, but I think it can really help to speak to yourself in a mirror and just affirm things to yourself, even if you don't necessarily feel that you are somewhere in terms of the way you look or whatever, the way you want to be. I think it's important to affirm to yourself that you are beautiful and to say these positive affirmations to yourself, because as an adult, people won't always tell you, and you might not always have those people in your life to give you that kind of pep talk. Sometimes you have to give the pep talk to yourself because you are the driving force in your life, and
it's about being around the right people as well. And I think, is it Will Smith once says that you have to be around people that fan your flame. So if you've been bullied or if you are in the wrong crowd and people are not treating you with respect or dignity, then I think you need to tell yourself, you know what, I'm in the wrong crowd of people. I need to find my own crowd. And you need to really stand your grounds and make sure you're in the right set of be with the right set of people, because there's no point being around people that doesn't really do anything that supports you positively or helps you to grow. Because what's the point in that then? You might just as well be on your own.
Wait, sorry. The Time Kings. Did the person give you a ring? Did you get that far into the relationship, as in to the point where you were getting engaged? Or I'm single now, but I'm stuck with the ring. Should I give it back or sell it?
If the ring is expensive, sell it and get the money.
Honestly, if it's, I've never been in that position, so I can't really say. If it's a bit, I would find it weird to give it back to the person, because like, what are they gonna do with it? Like,
they're not gonna do anything with it.
Are they gonna give it to someone else? Because that's a bit weird, isn't it? And no one wants to be given a ring that was kind of, oh, this was my like ex's ring, you can have it now. Like, as if they're just trying to pass it on.
Well, I think the ultimate thing is, depends on how the ring makes you feel. If the ring makes you feel sad and makes you remember the whole experience and you don't want to constantly be reminded of that experience, you might just as well take it off and put it somewhere in the cupboard.
Oh, he cheated 3 weeks before the wedding.
How long were you guys together for?
Yeah, how long were you together for? Because I don't know. I don't know if I feel qualified. Like everyone's different in terms of how they react to things and how they feel about things, but
What is can you see other people while you're taking a break in a relationship?
it depends on what you've agreed to.
I think you need to, if you are taking a break, then you need to agree on your terms and conditions.
Yeah, you need to be honest and open with it. And the thing is, I would say if you are with someone and you decide you need to take a break,
That is not a good sign, is it?
well, yeah, it's yeah, I would say if you need.
What will you feel like if I came to you and like, Mikey, I need to take a break?
I mean, I wouldn't in this situation. I wouldn't exactly know what to do because we're living together. But honestly, okay, I will be completely honest. I at this point in my life, I'm not really the kind of person who will like I can get upset by things obviously, but I just don't want to let anything to sort of like rock me emotionally. Like at least not if it's just at the hand of another person. So, for example, if Alex for whatever reason said he wanted to take a break, like okay, the thing is, we've got a great relationship, despite the odd argument that comes up. And honestly, if you don't have any arguments, that's a bit weird. That just sounds like you're not talking enough. But because then it just sounds like a lot of unsaid stuff and unsaid issues, and that's even worse than arguing. Trust me.
If you have any disagreement, you just talk about it, and yeah, everyone will have disagreement. We're not robots. We're not clones. So
yeah, there is nothing wrong with like mild conflicts, like arguments. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And often it's actually an opportunity. Obviously, you don't want it to like get heated or whatever, but like it is actually a way of like communicating and like kind of mixing thoughts and
let's
getting
go
an
through
understanding.
some more stuff.
Oh,
the Time King said they were together for 5 years.
5 years.
Okay, maybe we need to be together for 6 years before we get married then.
Yeah, but it's what okay, I can't really speak on your behalf or like really fully relate to how your relationship was with this person, but I would say if I had been together with someone for 5 years, and it had been good throughout that time, I feel like an instance of cheating wouldn't quite honestly bother me. Like unless the other person like didn't show sort of any what's the word, remorse, or like if they weren't at all sorry about it, then I'd maybe be a bit like, okay, that's a little weird, especially leading up to our big day. It's a bit of a weird time to pick to cheat on someone.
Yeah, especially when it's close to your wedding. That should be a very exciting, like hyper kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I find that a bit weird to cheat like 3 weeks before a wedding, because that's like you would have presumably been kind of leading up to an excitement. So I wouldn't fully understand the need to cheat before a wedding, but at the same time, I think from one perspective you could say that maybe the person could have been anxious about getting married because it's a bit of, well, it is a big commitment. So it could have been a situation where they felt like, this is maybe my last kind of chance of freedom in one sense. But I would say in that kind of situation where you feel like you kind of wish you could do things with other people, I think, especially in today's world, like if that is something that's on your mind and you feel like you want to do stuff with other people, then you need to be honest about it and talk to your partner about it. So I think he should have done that with you, and I think it sucks when there isn't communication.
Yeah, because don't worry.
Because often you can come to an agreement and understanding between you,
Yeah, because there are a lot of people that are in what they call threesome relationships.
Thruples, but I don't
Thruples,
think
yeah.
that's the case in this. But I'm
Also, there are
saying,
some people that are in open relationship nowadays.
yeah, or you can have couples that are like exclusive, but they'll invite people in
To play around,
you know,
to have threesomes.
yeah, stuff like that. And there are different solutions that work for different people. And I think sometimes it depends on how old people are. Like younger guys, I think, are a lot more prone to want to still experiment and stuff. So I don't know how old you are.
Oh, I think the person I blocked, people can still see his comments, but we have blocked him and we can't see his comment anymore because he was being mean and just being a racist for no reason.
But he was saying he likes you and like doesn't like me, and he was coming up with all this shit.
I think it was just someone that was just trolling, to be honest with you, because at one point he was saying some mean stuff to you, and we're not reacting to that anymore, and he started saying some mean stuff about me. So that's fine. Never mind. We should not really focus on that. So if anyone still has the person coming up, then maybe you can block him if you want to, because I think it's just spoiling the experience for all of us. So yeah, you can block him. Are you still seeing him coming up on your side?
When did you block him? Because
I blocked him a while ago.
What is it?
Oh, I think what must have happened was I blocked him on the one I'm viewing.
He's not blocked because I can still see.
So I'm going to block him on this part here. 1 second. That is him there.
Just hide the user or block the user. I don't know. Why is he even here? Like, what? I don't see what his. I don't see what his aim is. He seems to be going off on other people as well. He's being a bit of a douchebag. He or she, or they.
Yeah, I think I've hidden his messages.
My goodness, what is this? Yeah, now they're gone. Now I can't see his. But have you blocked him?
I don't know. I've just hidden all his messages, so you can type it if you want.
Alright, well. Okay, anyway, if we see any more of him, please report him or something like that, because honestly, shitbags shouldn't be allowed to participate in these things.
Yeah, but we are gays. We're used to.
Yeah.
We're used to stuff like this, like constantly.
Yeah.
Remember when on TikTok we used to get it a lot?
Yeah, a lot.
So that is why on TikTok now, all our TikToks, we always just use hashtag gay TikTok or something like that, because hopefully it doesn't go to some homophobic and they start, causing a lot of hatred and yeah.
Well, yeah. What are you gonna do?
Nothing. Because to be honest with you, I have a very thick skin to this kind of things. Because if my own family can, snap their finger and have nothing to do with me, then I think no one is going to have any impact on me, because I'm like, honestly, I don't even know you.
Yeah. So, well, who knows? Maybe we do know them. Often, I feel like sometimes it can be people that you actually know that want to disguise themselves and do stuff, but I don't know. I have no idea.
Fair
anyway,
enough.
I feel pity for the fool who thinks that it brings any good to the world to sit around hating and being racist and just generally awful and nasty in someone's comment section. Anyway, it's whatever. They've had enough attention, so let's ignore them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think maybe I should get mine as long as yours as well, my hair.
Really? You'd have an afro at that stage.
Oh.
Anyway, thank you guys for being supportive and loving.
As always.
Yeah, like honestly, it really is really sweet of everyone and very kind to be so nice to us, and we really do appreciate it. It's really, really nice. We're not big YouTubers or anything. We're still relatively small.
Come on,
So yeah,
I am big.
yeah, you're a big guy, but like, but yeah, it's really nice to see that there are human beings that are interested enough to like follow what we do, because often it can be a bit like you don't really feel like who the hell's gonna want to listen to you, like, or me as a person. um and maybe that's why I don't post on my own YouTube channel enough. Like, I just don't feel like I have anything to bring. But
You have. I think that is one thing, though. Everyone has something to bring because life is such a beautiful thing that there's so many aspects to a lot of things. And I think if you are one person that sees only black and white, then you're just missing on everything in between. So, you have something to bring. Everyone has something to bring. And, that's why I love meeting people, speaking to people, and just getting the people's perspective on different things. It's beautiful. So I think you should focus a bit more on yourself and value yourself a bit more, because I think you always put yourself down, as we've already said before.
yeah. But anyway,
Because you are in a relationship, and I'll not be in a relationship with you if I didn't value you as a person, as an individual, and everything. So you should give yourself that same love as well.
I know it. I know I should. It's not always that easy to put into practice, though.
Yeah, try.
But anyway, we're not trying to be sobby and sad here.
No.
How long is the live gone on for?
I don't know. Maybe
it's 51 minutes.
Yeah, maybe we'll keep it as an hour-long stuff, and then maybe go. Maybe.
Yeah. I think
so that if we keep it not that long, at least then other people will be willing to watch it, like people that have missed it.
Yeah, we don't want to make it too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cheating side of things can be, tricky when it comes to relationships. So, but I do hope you find someone and work things out and heal from what happened.
Because we all learn from things and get stronger and better from experiences. So just take it as one of the things that will build you up as an individual.
Yeah.
But 5 is a long time. I
would really be annoyed. Like, that would be a big like, if I was with Alex for 5 years and then it ended for whatever reason, that would be
5 years of your life
that would be a heartache.
Back.
Yeah, I mean,
but at the end of the day,
you can still keep the good memories.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you can still keep the good memories, and it's still life, really. Like, I was with my ex for almost 7 years.
Yeah, I had a very strong relationship with my church. Like, that was my life. I'd spent 22 years like in a church that I thought was going to be my entire life, but I realized that it wasn't.
But now you want to live in a church?
No, yeah, we're just looking at random properties and stuff.
We're looking at properties, and Mikey was like, "I'm gonna buy this church and then invite my mom over."
Well, I wanted to renovate it. Like, I like church conversions; they're cool. But yeah, anyway, whatever.
Yeah, sometimes, because Mikey.
We were just joking, basically.
Yeah, because Mikey did almost a year in architecture in uni. So sometimes we just look at properties like
6 months. But I had like an internship thing before I started.
Yeah, so sometimes Mikey will go online and you just be looking at random properties.
Yeah, I really love architecture a lot, and I like criticizing it. I especially interior design as well. I love judging people's like home decor and stuff. Not that we have anything particularly fancy.
What's the time for you guys? Oh, currently in the UK is 10:12.
Yeah, 10
p.m.
12 past 10.
12 past 10.
I like some of Billie Eilish's songs.
Some of them are a bit too dark.
Some of them are too dark for me. When I first heard that Bury a Friend song, That was quite a difficult song for me to listen to, actually, because it made me remember a nightmare I had a while ago when I was younger, and I used to have a lot. Um, and it was just awful. I didn't like the song because was way too. It reminded me of this nightmare I had where the world was in the future, um and people were like willingly just letting themselves die to suicide, and like they were having these things called death parties where groups of people would save up until they're like 20, uh, and then spend whatever money they had with their friends to just have one last blast and just to end it. And they, in the end, they all like inject themselves or something, and then
Oh, yeah,
yeah, it
that's
was awful. And I used to have horrible nightmares about that being the future, where like euthanizing yourself because there's little point to living, it was became a thing, and it was horrible. And I just, when I heard that song, it just made me think of that, like bury a friend, the injection part in the video. It made me feel really uncomfortable. So I didn't like that sort of promotion and the kind of making suicide cool aspect of it.
okay. Let's go from something dark to something positive. Someone is asking, I can't say your name, I don't know if your name is Jima, but he's asking, what advice do you have for finding a boyfriend? You go.
Honestly, if you want to find a boyfriend, you need to be at a stage in life. It can happen anytime, I think. But I think you need to be in a clear state of mind. I wouldn't go off looking for love if you aren't in a state to like, if you aren't in a clear headspace, or if you're going through lots of crazy stuff. Like, wait until you feel like things are running smoothly for the most part, and you're ready to go out there and let it be a thing you do for fun. Honestly, finding love is like gambling. If you're not having fun doing
Oh,
it,
wait. Amanda just asked, if someone paid for your ticket, would you come to? Yes, yes. You don't me to start parking. I'd love to go to New York.
what okay, would I come to New York if someone paid for my ticket? To an extent, yes, but at the same time, it's quite expensive to be there, so we'd have to actually be able to
Well, I
avoid it.
don't want to be greedy, but if someone is paying for my ticket for me to go to a place like New York, I'm not going to think twice. My question is, when do you want me to be there? As long as it's not for something dodgy, because I'm a good Christian boy.
Sure. No.
All right, coming back to the boyfriend situation, I think if you want to find a boyfriend, you need to be in the right place at the right time to meet the right person, because
Yeah.
that is how you find a boyfriend. Because you finding the right person is not something you can go searching for it, and if you spend all your energy just searching for the right person, you'll be exhausted.
Yeah, well,
Like, I think, was it yesterday we were talking about how it was so, what the odds are for both of us meeting.
yeah, that's the thing. The odds. Okay, that's why I'm saying it's like gambling. It is like so many things are. It not necessarily strictly speaking gambling, but like it really is a case of gambling. You need to put yourself in the best position you can be for someone to kind of mesh, which is why you need to be in a good headspace. You need to make sure you have good hygiene and look after yourself because it increases your odds. And
But don't focus too much energy on finding the right person, because it will just happen when
yeah,
there are billions of.
don't look for someone specific, basically.
Yeah, like I grew up in Nigeria. I moved to Scotland for uni, and from Scotland I moved to London. Well, somewhere around London, and that is one day I managed to meet Mikey online, and now we're together. Mikey grew up in Norway, then moved to London. Moved
Well,
to
I
different.
first moved to Somerset, and
Yeah,
like then I lived in lots of other places. Then I moved back to Somerset, and then I moved to London.
just live your life, and you meet the person when the time is right. That's what I think. Because yeah, you just meet the person when the time is right, and is the right person. If you spend your time going on dating apps and all that, you'll be forcing yourself to meet people that might not be the right person.
Yeah, I think dating apps provide a bit of a false illusion of how difficult or how like easy it's supposed to be to find love, because yeah, they put people out there, and especially if you're gay, it's a lot easier to date if you kind of know these people are gay. But at the same time, out of all those people that you see on your like nearby list, how likely is it that it's going to be someone that you will spend the rest of your life with? And you have to think, if that's what you want, if you want to find someone that you can spend the rest of your life with, that's a hard match to find.
Yeah.
That's why try and find someone that you can become best friends with, because that puts a little bit less pressure on what you're actually trying to achieve.
David, we got your idea of playing rock, paper, scissors, and the person that loses gets a wedgie or something. But we've been online for 1 hour now, and we'll be going away very soon. So maybe we'll leave that idea for another time.
Maybe we should do we can do a video where we
could do we could do different challenges video next time. But right now we have a very bad camera, and the setup is not very friendly for us to move around.
Also, I don't actually really know if wedgies are a challenge so much.
But yeah, Amanda wants to fly us out to go to New York to
a fan party.
Have a fan party, as long as it's not just 3 people, but it's fine. But you know, Amanda, whenever, just let us know. I will happily come to New York for a few days.
Okay.
Come on, New York.
I'm a little hesitant just because I'm really scared of flying.
Don't worry, you can just hug me.
I've done it a fair bit in my life.
You're not that bad at flying.
I hate flying. Trust me, I've done lots of it in my life, but I've only done it because I've felt safe being surrounded by people in my church, because I felt like, oh, God isn't going to kill all of us at once. That's very unlikely. But if it's just like me or a couple people flying, then there's more like, I don't know. I've just been kind of tuned into being a bit scared of flying, but yeah.
The Time King says we should give him a shout out in our next video. We would give you a shout out. Technically, we've already filmed our next video, so it will have to be next video.
Well, it will give you a shout out here to the Time Kings. Are you more than one person or just one Time King?
Well, it's S, so maybe they are
it
kings.
Says Time Kings, so I don't know if you're a group of people or
you remember that I'm trying to think of that line in one of these movies that says like because there are many of us. It's like one of these horror movies. Like, can't remember the stuff.
I have no idea.
I think it was from one of these movies, and like call me something because we are many, or there are many of us or something. I can't remember, but thinking of the Lion Kings and all this stuff. Anyway, my head is scattered brain right now. Yeah, so
working from my phone.
Oh, Amanda's costume ideas: Alex, Captain America, Mikey, Magnificent.
Maleficent. Wait, is it Maleficent? Oh yeah. Wait, Maleficent. Isn't that the lady, spiky head lady person from?
Yeah. Anyway, it has been a fun life. Next time we're going to try and get better equipment and maybe set up nicely so we can actually move around, do some challenges and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, wait, who were we were going to dress up as?
We're going to dress up as Will Smith and the.
Oh yeah, we were going to the guy that Will Smith plays in that spy movie. And I was going to dress up as the geek.
The geek, yeah.
They turn into pigeons.
Yeah. No, only what Will Smith turned into a pigeon.
Yeah. We were going to dress up as them.
Yeah, we're going to dress up as that, but.
And a lot of people ship them together, so it's like.
All right, so we need to go as well because it's almost 10:30 and we've been live for 1 hour and 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining us this beautiful evening. It was a lazy way for us to bring out the YouTube content this week because I have not finished editing the video that was supposed to be published this week. If you've not already, please check out my underwear brand and support my underwear brand. It's very, very important to me. So forgive me if I'm mentioning it on every video, but please check out my underwear brand. Very important. Thank you. Love you.
And yeah, we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Wait, where's the oh yeah, it's up there. Do. Thanks to everyone.
Sure enough.
Boop boop boop.